with you what are the sectors and stocks that you need to keep an eye out on today and in the current moment as well. We also get you the fundamental views with our experts on the show as well, who speak to you about what kind of strategies should you really adopt in a market like this, which is continuously rising right after the budget and clocking in record highs as well. And we'll also share with you some of the stock recommendations from these fundamental experts. So let's kickstart this show. On this show, I am joined by Kranti Batini, who's fundamental analyst from WeathMills Securities. Thank you very much, sir, for joining in, and it's a great pleasure to have you on this special show on Money 9. First up, let me go on to ask you about your market outlook today. We've been seeing this continuous rally right after the union budget, and already the Sensex had risen about 3,000 points in the last 2 days, and the rally is not stopping short at all. We are back above the 50,000 level. So how much more upside do you see from here?
Sakshi, hope you remember when we had a chat last week on your show. Market was coming down consecutively,
Yes.
but what we opined was on your show was every dip in Indian market is a good opportunity for the investors to invest in the markets.
Yeah.
Indian markets time and again shown that it is a resilient and a resurgent market. So use every dip in the market to enter into the market and participate in the India's growth story. Coming with respect to the budget, first thing is thanks to the union budget, there are no negatives from this budget. Everything is positive and it is in a pro-growth direction. That fueled the markets, and we're back again above 50,000 levels today.
Absolutely right. And the markets are not stopping short. The bulls are not tired at all, even after riding high on the sentiments that the budget has triggered for the markets for sure. But right now we are seeing some sectors like, of course, the Nifty Bank is one index which has, surprised on the upside. The kind of rally we are seeing in this pack, especially in the PSU banking space too, has surprised many. So where are you on this space right now? Is that appearing to be interesting to you, or would you still go with some of the heavyweights in the private sector banks?
Sakshi, our view with respect to the public sector undertakings, of course, there is some kind of value with respect to some stock-specific banks are concerned, but we are very cautious. We want to see how the government initiations getting implemented with respect to public sector undertakings are concerned. We approach public sector banks with extremely cautious view. Of course, the stocks like State Bank of India, they run up a lot, but we are not in a hurry to catch those banks at this moment.
Okay, and there's this another index, the Pharma index, which perhaps was not performing as well in the last week, and it was a laggard even on the budget day while the entire market was really rallying high. But today it has really, taken, the top of the charts. You talk about names such as Dr. Reddy's and Sun Pharma. They're up about 5% in trade today already. So what is your thought on this space, and are there any favorites in this space that you're looking at right now?
Sakshi, with respect to Pharma index, we all know past 5 years Pharma index was one of the laggard. But surprisingly, thanks to COVID-19, Pharma index is one of the outperformer in past 6 months. Of course, there is a catch-up rally that is taking place with respect to pharma stocks are concerned. That's why today the Pharma index is in a positive territory. Of course, I have been traveling on a road trip from Mumbai to the south of India just to observe the things at the bottom level in the rural economy. The vaccination is taking place at a full throat in most of the states. So there will be some further rally with respect to pharma stocks are concerned. Of course, last 15 days we have not seen any uptick in terms of the COVID-19 cases are concerned. We are at all-time low, and the recovery is at a higher speed. So there is some smoothness with respect to the stock performance with respect to the pharma stocks are concerned. As you know, whenever there is an uptick in the COVID stocks, COVID cases, always we'll see uptick in pharma stocks.
Right.
So
right.
some kind of softness is smoothness is going on with respect to the pharma stocks are concerned.
Okay. And with respect to the Q3 earnings, we have been seeing robust earnings from all sectors, and most of the companies which have reported the earnings have met the expectations of the street or even beaten the expectations of the street on the higher side. Today, again, we are looking forward to the earnings of Bharti Airtel, and the stock has been rising right ahead. Does Bharti Airtel interest you from the telecom pack right now? And there is an expectation that the company may actually turn black in Q3 as well.
With respect to the earnings are concerned, of course, we have been discussing about the pent-up demand, and we can see the earnings of the companies, especially the Q3 numbers are concerned. There is a tremendous recovery, but what we can expect is in the coming quarters, few quarters, the coming next quarters, we can see further demand accelerating and earnings upgradation with respect to the companies are concerned. That's why we all markets are forward-looking animals, and we can see the uh, uh, same kind of growth, same kind of movement in the indices. That's why today we are all the indices, including the Bank Nifty, and all the indices are trading at all-time high levels.
Okay, let's quickly move on to taking your picks to our viewers and our investors as well. Any interesting stock from the pharma space that you would recommend? Because the index is high today, a lot of names are actually buzzing in trade. Any name that actually interests you and you would like to recommend to investors?
Uh, at this point of time, Sakshi, we can look at Workout Pharma Limited at this price range. Any dip, if the market gives, it's a good entry level for this stock to enter. We have seen a complete rebound in the earnings of this company. And also, one more thing is one of their subsidiary is in a contract manufacturing with AstraZeneca to manufacture uh, COVID-19 vaccine in UK. So there will be a tremendous earning recovery with respect to Workout Pharma is concerned in the next couple of quarters, and the company has been in a staggered way. They're reducing their debt on their balance sheet, so we can expect good returns from Workout Pharma. One can expect a 20% potential upside from Workout Pharma from these levels, and we educate investors at every dip in this particular stock. If it gives the stock comes down from the current levels, it's a good opportunity to accumulate the stock for the portfolio.
Okay, so 20% upside is what you see on Wockhardt Pharma. 519 was the last trading price at 12 noon. What's the other stock that you would like to recommend to investors today?
So other stock, Sakshi, for the day for an investment is we have a small cap company with a 1400 crores market capitalization. It's a turnaround story, and also a technology and a telecom company.
Okay.
The stock is Subex Limited. The stock is currently hovering around 25 rupees levels, but there is a complete rebound in terms of their earnings. And the first time the company declared a dividend of 50 paisa per share. They want to show the investor confidence, and the management uh, commentary is concerned. Uh, the artificial intelligence and also the 5G networking with respect to the telecom players is concerned, Subex is going to play a major role. So the next couple of quarters are very crucial for this company, and we will see a complete rebound of their earnings. So we expect a potential 15 to 20% upside for Subex from the current price levels.
Okay.
And these companies have a good margin of safety.
Okay. Fine. So 20% upside is what you see on Subex as well from the small companies or small cap stocks. But from the OMC space, does any stock actually interest you? Because this space and the entire oil and gas pack also have been buzzing in the last 3 trading sessions as well.
With respect to the oil marketing companies are concerned, Sakshi, we are uh, advocating investors to enter in Indian Oil Corporation at these levels of 100 rupees, and also the company come up with a dividend of 7.5%, which is better than a fixed deposit for the investors. So, and also as there is a complete lockdown is uh, lifting up across India, and also the economy is coming on its feet, and there is a complete rebound. We expect the demand for fuel to go up in the next coming quarters. So Indian Oil Corporation with very good margin of safety. It offers potential upside of 15 to 20% from these levels, even though indices are hovering above 50,000 levels.
Okay, so it will still have potential of 15 to 20% even despite the fact that the markets are at an all-time high right now. But thank you very much, for joining us, Kranti, with your thoughts on the markets, the outlook, and the strategies that investors should now adopt of buy on every kind of a dip that you see into fundamental stocks. 3 picks from a long-term perspective have been shared with you by Kranti. You can talk about from the pharma space, walk out Pharma, Subex, and also IOC, where you can actually expect a 15 to 20% upside in the long run. लेट्स मूव ऑन और एक बार देख लेते हैं कि मार्केट्स इस समय किस तरीके से ट्रेड कर रहे हैं. आपको देखने में ही आज अच्छा लग रहा होगा कि लगातार 3 दिनों से जो मार्केट्स है उसने तेजी पकड़ी हुई है और बजट के बाद ये जो रैली है और बढ़ती ही जा रही है. सो मच सो कि आज जब मार्केट्स की शुरुआत हुई थी एक रिकॉर्ड हाई लेवल पे हुई थी, उसके बाद इमीडिएटली बहुत ही ज्यादा वोलेटाइल सेशन आज हमने देखने को मिला है, एटलीस्ट फर्स्ट हाफ में. लेकिन फिर भी अगर आप बेंचमार्क इंडिसेस सेंसेक्स और निफ्टी की बात करेंगे, दोनों में ही काफी रफ्तार से आगे बढ़ते हुए नजर आ रहे हैं. इनफैक्ट अगर आप देखेंगे तो अब थोड़ा बहुत स्लिप आया है 50,000 के नीचे. 1000 पॉइंट्स का गेन अभी भी सेंसेक्स में है. पिछले 3 ट्रेडिंग सेशंस में ऑलरेडी 4000 पॉइंट्स का गेन सेंसेक्स में ऑलरेडी हमें देखने को मिल चुका है. 2% तक की तेजी यहां पर देखने को मिल रही है. 14,577 के लेवल्स पर इस समय अगर आप देखेंगे तो मार्केट्स ट्रेड कर रहे हैं. इनफैक्ट अगर आप देखेंगे तो अभी 1.5% तक की तेजी मार्केट्स में देखने को मिल रही है. 14,834 के लेवल पर इस समय एनएसई एक्चुअली ट्रेड कर रहा है. इस या अभी जो आपके स्क्रीन पे डेटा है इससे और बढ़ चुका है मार्केट. एकदम हाई लेवल्स पर अभी ट्रेड करता हुआ नजर आ रहा है. 14,845 रिकॉर्ड हाई लेवल्स पर इस समय इस वक्त जो निफ्टी है वो ट्रेड करते हुए हमें नजर आ रहा है. और साथ ही साथ अगर आप सेंसेक्स को भी देखेंगे तो वो कमजोर नहीं हुआ है. इनफैक्ट 50,402 के लेवल्स पर देखने को मिल रहा है. 1.21% तक की तेजी यहां पर सेंसेक्स में भी देखने को मिल रही है. दिस इज एन ऑल टाइम हाई फॉर द सेंसेक्स एज वेल. 1.2% अपटेक सेंसेक्स पे इस समय देखने को मिल रही है. ग्रीन स्क्रीन पूरी तरीके से हमें देखने को मिल रहा है सेंसेक्स के 30 पैक में. अगर आप देखेंगे बहुत सारे स्टॉक्स जो हैं वो इस वक्त तेजी पकड़े हुए हैं, जैसे इंडसइंड बैंक, पावर ग्रिड, सन फार्मा, एमएनएम, डॉक्टर रेड्डीज. इन सभी में काफी अच्छी खासी तेजी इस समय देखने को मिल रही है. कुछ सेक्टर्स के ऊपर एक बार नजर डाल लेते हैं कि कौन से ऐसे सेक्टर्स हैं जहां पर अच्छी खासी इस समय तेजी देखने को मिल रही है. अगर आप देखेंगे तो ऑटो इंडेक्स, फाइनेंशियल सर्विसेज इंडेक्स, एफएमसीजी, इन सभी में अच्छी खासी बढ़त देखने को मिल रही है. फार्मा इंडेक्स में 4% तक का उछाल है. सबसे ज्यादा तेजी आज इस स्टॉक ने और बहुत ही हेल्दी मूव जो है फार्मा इंडेक्स में देखने को मिल रही है. आईटी स्टॉक्स भी काफी अच्छा परफॉर्म कर रहे हैं और ऑलमोस्ट 2% तक के गेन्स के साथ यहां पर तेजी देखने को मिल रही है. दोनों ही पीएसयू बैंकिंग स्पेस और प्राइवेट बैंकिंग स्पेसेस में भी 1% से ज्यादा का ही मूव देखने को मिल रहा है. फटाफट से देख लेते हैं कि निफ्टी पर इस वक्त कौन से टॉप गेनर्स और लूजर्स हैं. जी हां, आपकी स्क्रीन पर इंडसइंड बैंक अभी भी चार्ट्स को लीड कर रहा है 1052 रुपीज पे. और साथ ही पावर ग्रिड, सन फार्मा, सिप्ला, दोनों ही फार्मा स्पेस से सन फार्मा और सिप्ला भी चढ़ते हुए नजर आ रहे हैं. टाटा मोटर्स में भी अच्छी खासी बढ़त देखने को मिल रही है. इन सभी स्टॉक्स में 4%, 5% से लेकर 8% तक का अपमूव देखने को मिल रहा है. एक और बार देख लेते हैं कि इस समय निफ्टी के टॉप लैगार्ड्स कौन से हैं, कौन से ऐसे स्टॉक्स हैं जो कि इंडेक्स की जो तेजी है उसे स्टेम कर रहे हैं. मारुति सुजुकी यहां पर 1.5% तक की वीकनेस के साथ ट्रेड कर रहा है. आईटीसी, श्री सीमेंट और अल्ट्राटेक सीमेंट ऑलरेडी पिछले 3 सेशंस में काफी रन अप हो चुके हैं ऑलरेडी. और अब अगर आप देखेंगे तो थोड़ा बहुत प्रॉफिट बुकिंग हायर लेवल्स पर देखने को मिल रही है. एशियन पेंट्स में भी फ्लैट टू नेगेटिव बायस के साथ इस समय ट्रेड होते हुए नजर आ रहा है. चलिए इसी के साथ इस शो को यहीं समेटते हैं, लेकिन जल्द मिलेंगे मार्केट्स के अपडेट्स के साथ. आपको दिखाएंगे कि किस तरीके से अभी आपको आगे ट्रेड भी करना है. क्लोजिंग एक्शन के बारे में भी बताएंगे हमारे लास्ट टिक शो में. लेकिन जुड़े रहिए हमारे साथ मनी 9 पर, क्योंकि एक्शन अभी जारी रहेगा. 2 बजे आप मनी 9 की टीना जैन कौशल के साथ भी जुड़ सकते हैं, जहां पर वो एक्सपर्ट से बातचीत करेंगी कि यूलिप्स बेटर होता है या म्यूचुअल फंड्स में अब आपको निवेश करना चाहिए, क्योंकि यूलिप्स अब टैक्सेबल हो गए हैं. इन सभी के बारे में अगर आपको जानकारी लेनी है तो 2 बजे मनी 9 पर जरूर ट्यून इन कीजिएगा. इसी के साथ यही रैप अप करते हैं शो. नमस्कार.
Thank you, Sakshi. I'm disconnecting.